Big Hill Pond State Park, which is probably about 80-90 miles east of Memphis and just north of Corinth, Mississippi. And you can see the colors are just starting to turn. This is Travis McNatt Lake. Nice boardwalk cutting across. So about a mile or so, maybe a mile and a half at the most, since the boardwalk. Come out on the south side of the lake. There's nice views here cutting through the trees. Hope my wife isn't watching this video, because that's snake number 2 that I've seen today, laying right across the trail. The sign right here is kind of indicative of the trail maintenance I've seen out here so far. Not too impressed. That's black and yellow, and if you look real close up there, there's some more blazes. Apparently there's a split in the trail because it also goes that way. And if you look real close, there's some blazes down there. Signs on the ground, destroyed. Clearly a lot of trees that have been down on the ground for 5 to 10 years. Just no trail maintenance at all out here, unfortunately. So I started up here, I've kind of gone along the eastern edge of the lake. Come to right here, and my intentions were to continue on south and take the boardwalk across Dismal Swamp. Found out at the ranger station that there's some damage to the boardwalk and it's actually closed, so instead cut across here. I'm assuming that's the levee for the man-made lake. Wrap around and work my way over here to my shelter for the evening here at Tuscumbia Bend. So a little change of plans, but easily adaptable. It's a little after 2, and probably got less than a mile left to go, so I really have no reason to hurry. The things I'm trying to teach myself to do is to slow down, take breaks every so often, so this looks like a great spot just to sit, get something to eat, maybe read my magazine, and just chill out instead of rushing to camp, setting up, and then being there really too early. Look real close, there's a kayaker out there, so I am not alone. Another example of signs that are not maintained. You guys got to guess what this one is? I certainly don't. As I was approaching the fire tower, I was debating what I was going to do. I'm not a big fan of heights. Looks like it's fairly stable, but much to my surprise, it's actually fenced off right now. I cannot get in there. You can see there's a welder. It looks like they are in the process of replacing the treads. So everything's metal now, but there's a nice pile of what appear to be the old planks over here, so I guess my decision's been made for me. Can't say I'm too disappointed. Maybe been a little too harsh with my trail maintenance comments. It looks like they have replaced some signage here and a new bridge. So there's a little bit of work out here, but certainly not as much as you might see in a bigger park. So I had intended to stop at Tuscumbia Bend Shelter. Unfortunately, with the trails marked the way they are, somehow I completely missed it. Even though I knew exactly what landmarks I was looking for. So I carried on, ended up at Grassy Point Shelter, and got this lovely view instead, so I think it worked out in my favor. So this is what a shelter looks like out here at Big Hill Pond. 6 bunks inside, campfire pit, picnic table. Looks like somebody's been out here trying to cook over the fire with a tripod. Alright, so camp is set up for the night. Got my hammock and quilts and tarp set up over here. Got my fire started for the night. Nice coal bed there, and we'll have a nice fire to sit next to all evening. Tonight's entree will be Hawk Vittles, hot Italian sausage and pasta, and Jello Temptations chocolate mousse. Tried that once before and worked out pretty good. So just mixed a little powdered milk in with the Jello mix, add a cup of water, agitate, let it set up. Good to go. So I'm going to get some water boiling for the Hawk Vittles and eat dinner in about 15-20 minutes. So it's been about 20 minutes and the Hawk Vittles sweet Italian, hot Italian. They do make a sweet, but this one's the hot Italian sausage and pasta is all done. So I'll take a quick bite, check it out. Very good. The noodles are still a little al dente, which is good. Definitely some spice to the sausage, but it's not super hot, so very enjoyable. Very good. Good morning. It's beginning of day 2. Had a great night's sleep in the Hennessy hammock. Sun's now coming up behind me, starting to warm things up. It's down to about 48 last night or so. Stayed good and warm. Got to get out of here kind of early today so I can get to my son's baseball game. So I'm going to break down camp after I eat breakfast and hike out. It's probably about 1.5 miles, no more than 2 miles, and get home. A light fog over the lake, just completely almost glass smooth. Definitely glad I ended up here last night instead of at the other shelter, which would have been buried in the woods in the swamp. I worked my way around the north end of the lake and coming along the east edge, and that point out there on the left side is where I believe I stayed last night. Look real close, there's 3 otters I believe that are out there diving and feeding. Working their way across the lake. Apparently there's also a beaver in this lake. Doesn't look to be too old, although the tree's long gone. That gives you an idea of the size of the lake. There's the boardwalk where it all began. I've completed my lap around the lake. Just got to hike out to the car and head home. And even more evidence of beaver activity in the lake. The wood chips are even here on this one yet, so this one's very fresh.